Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver, backintelligence.com, and today we're going to show you a test you can do at home to test your hip flexor to see if it's tight. It's very simple. All you're going to need is a table. You could use a bed, but we'd rather use something firmer. So a table or a bench or something that you can lay back on and can support your whole body. So we're going to have Leon come out and he's going to get up to the table. Basically, you're going to sit on the edge of whatever you're laying on. So this test is actually called a modified Thomas test. There's another test called a Thomas test, but this is the modified version of it. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to lay yourself back. I generally have, if individuals are going to do it at home, I tell them to bring up both legs, okay? Start with both legs up. Some people start one leg up, but I think it's better to start both legs up because then we can focus on our low back. We want to make sure this low back is not arching up off the ground, off the table, or wherever we are. You want to keep that tucked in. So your pelvis should be flattened or posterior tilted towards the table. Good. Holding that position, he's going to grab one knee. So whichever knee he's grabbing is opposite of the leg he's testing. So now he's going to let this other leg lower down. What you want to see is that this leg becomes at least parallel or even with his body or the surface he's on. If it sits slightly elevated or very elevated, like it won't drop down, that's a sign that his hip flexor is tight. But if it drops all the way down and he can get it all the way down, he's got a little gap here, so he's got a little work he's got to do because you can see I can get my hand in there. That should be on the table. You want to get a nice 180 degrees of hip extension at this point with this. So we're also assessing other muscles. We didn't talk about the hip flexors, but there's multiple hip flexors. Besides the psoas and iliacus, which are the main hip flexor up here, you also have your quads or your rectus femoris, which is down here and crossing this way. So you look at the leg. See how his leg is kind of straightening itself out? It's not dangling, right? If I try to push it down, it doesn't want to do that. What does that tell me? Well, that tells me his quad's tight as well. Ideally, this leg would be flexed down. I don't want to hurt the guy, so I won't push too hard. But what that tells us is the quad is tight and the hip flexor is tight, so he's got to work on both of those. Let's check the other side to see. You might notice a difference side to side. So lift this leg up, drop the other leg down. So again, as he drops that leg down, this one's a little better. I can barely get my hand in there. So his right side's tighter. That's common. You'll see one side tighter versus the other. He still needs a little work on this one. This knee, a little better flexion out of it, but really tighten the quad as well. So try this test at home, check each leg, and then work on it. We have a bunch of videos that talk about dealing with the quad or the rectus femoris, if that's the issue, foam rolling it and stretching it, and also the hip flexor, that iliopsoas, the hip kneeling stretch, the tucking the pelvis. Look at those videos and treat them for a couple weeks and then try the test again and see if you're making gains. So if you are, great. And if you're not, then you may have to look at other avenues like working on core activation or glute activation and things like that. So try this self-test at home, see if you qualify as having tight hip flexors, whether they be your psoas and your iliacus or your rectus femoris.
If you'd like to get 3 exclusive posture exercises that we've done with Dr. David Oliver, these videos are specifically designed to help fix your forward head posture and rounded slouch type of posture that we're all suffering from today. If you'd like to get those videos, there's going to be a link to get them somewhere here in the video or down below in the description. Also, we are currently working on the best posture app designed to help you fix your posture and back pain from home. So it has posture exercises you can do throughout the day, as well as posture reminders, tracking, and more. Depending on when you're watching this video, this app may be already out or it's still in development. So you can get more information about this app on a link somewhere here in the video or down below in the description.